Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me for January 31st until February 6th. This week, I'm planning on using this sticker sheet called Winter Cabin from Paperminty Studio. I have a number of washies pulled out to pull from as well. Both of these are from Paperminty Studio. This one's from Poi and Hun, and then this one's from the Planner Spot. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them, but this is just what I'm keeping off to the side. And then I also grabbed this set of transparent stickers from SK Journals to use. They're in the colorway Dove, and I thought that it would kind of pull off of the blue that's in this spread. So that's in this sticker sheet. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Of course, I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet or how I'm gonna play with these. Let's see. So last week I haven't used my next week section a whole ton. I'm just kind of thinking about how much space I potentially have because I was kind of thinking about using this sticker in this bottom corner, this big one here. So I'm just thinking about how much room it may take up. And then what would I want to put up at the top? This light post could be kind of cute. Okay, so I'm thinking about how I potentially might want to layer if this is going to go in this bottom corner. Maybe just a little bit poking out the edge. Let's see. And we could layer a little bit of maybe this color into it. So I'm thinking like this maybe. And then let's see how that would look. I actually quite like that. I think we're going to stick with that. And then I do want to pull this light post in up here. I'm just thinking potentially about how. If we were to use the grid, actually, I really like this washi and it kind of goes with the whole theme here. So I think I'm going to use this one up at the top. And I'm just going to pull it across and leave a raw edge on both sides. Actually, you know what? I think I want the whole thing to have a raw edge. Let's see. Or maybe even just the top. Let's see what that would look like. Anyway, how have you guys been? This past week, I've had so much going on with school. I kind of slightly fell behind in the beginning of the week, and I felt like I've just been playing catch up all week. So that's been great. I've had so many readings to catch up on. And since I switched out one of my classes, I had to catch up on, I think, 2 weeks of that one class. So I'm still working on it, but yeah, I have a little bit of work to do this weekend on top of my job. So it should be an interesting week next week where I'm just trying to finalize all that catching up. And then I have like one of my first actual big projects due this week. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna balance keeping up and maintaining all of the readings whilst also adding in more work. So I kind of have that layered like that, but I don't like it. And I'm thinking about potentially doing a collage with washi vertically to match the vertical style of the sticker, but I also don't know how that's gonna look. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I went ahead and I did a more vertical style collage up here, and then I extended the washi down here. I'm thinking though, if I want to pull in some of the smaller elements potentially over here, but I'm not sure if that decision will like close off the page. And since both of these are already quite tall, I think I'm going to leave it for now and try and pull in some of these other little bits on the other side of the page. So I'm just going to grab my header stickers and put those in now. So I do use printable stickers from Station Stickers because I've had a couple people ask me before, and I print out the sheets by myself at home. You just buy the digital file online, and I predominantly now use the this week and next week headers. Okay, so I think I'm just going to layer the This Week off the edge of the lantern to connect the two instead of pulling in washi horizontally, because it just looked a little strange when I had tried to earlier. And then for the next week, yeah, I'm not going to have a ton of space, so I think I'm going to plop it there, and I might layer it on top of one of these little things. Potentially this one, or a snowflake maybe? Maybe a snowflake, because there is already a bunch of green pulled into the spread. So I'm gonna use a snowflake. I kind of don't like that. Let's move that over a little bit. It actually covered quite a bit. That actually covered quite a bit, so I'm going to nudge it over a tiny bit. It's kind of stuck, so it's not coming up, so we're just going to leave it, and I think I'm going to add in another snowflake above it, off to the side, like that. But yeah, last week, in my last plan with me, I actually got a pretty good response. I was talking a lot about consumerism in the planner community, and the idea of like the fantasy self and how that fuels purchasing. And a lot of you guys had a lot of like really insightful responses. I haven't been able to go back and respond to them yet, but I'm going to do that today. But I've been reading them as I've seen the notifications come in, and they've been really cool to see like everyone's individual experience in this community and how our experience has all been so similar, but I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about that aspect of the community. So then branching off of like last week, at the end I asked you guys to share with me channels that you guys watch a ton, planner or non-planner related, and that question got me thinking all week about guilty pleasure content that on the surface level potentially may have no connection to you or your typical interests in life, but that through YouTube or other forms of social media you've found immense joy from. And for me, that's MLM content, which when I was talking about that on Instagram, I had some people who didn't know what I was talking about. And MLM stands for multi-level marketing. And multi-level marketing is essentially incredibly similar to a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal in the US, and I think so in Canada as well. And multi-level marketing took the initial pyramid scheme business model and tweaked it a little bit so that they can operate legally. However, many of them have actually been taken down already under the anti-pyramid scheme laws. So just because they're operating doesn't mean they're legal. They've just been yet to take into court, a bunch of them before. So anyway, there are some creators that create content exposing the ways in which MLM companies can be incredibly predatory and just issues with them as a whole, and that's the type of content that I've really enjoyed for years now. I think I've stumbled upon it so randomly like 3 or 4 years ago in my recommended feeds, and then ever since then I periodically just keep up with it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to plan out the week. I think I should start off with YouTube videos, marking those. So teardrops maybe, or circles. Let's do circles, and I want to use the bows. I'm going to do this darker blue color to kind of pull in the blue in the sky on that picture over there. So I'm going to have a video go up this week on Tuesday, which is the one that you're currently watching, and then also on Friday. Friday's video is going to be a monthly plan with me for my February monthly. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I say this every month, but it is, I think I'm getting better at monthly spreads as I continue to go along. At the beginning in my Hobonichi journey, I wasn't even doing decorating in the monthly spreads. And then throughout the, just over about a year, throughout the past like 13, 14 months, I have like slowly, you only get one chance a month to fill out your monthly. So slowly I've been learning how to do them more in the way that I like. So each month is my new favorite, just because I think I'm figuring out what I truly like planning out in that layout. But yeah, I like this one. I ended up using my Freckles Tea pet tape. So for those of you who have enjoyed the pet tape videos, you'll enjoy that one as well. Okay, so that's going to be for my YouTube videos. And then let's mark my classes. Okay, so for classes this week, I think I'm going to use maybe the pencil. I can use the pencil or the computer icon. Maybe the computer icon, just because I haven't used these ones yet. These ones are from Planner Monkey Co., her new transparent mini line. If you are interested, I do have a coupon code for her shop. It's J15. Also, if you do purchase from her shop, you'll get my exclusive little freebie. So yeah, I'll leave a link down to her shop. I'll leave a link to her shop down below. For classes, I think we're gonna do maybe squares or teardrops. Let's do teardrops. And I've got class on Monday. I'm using this slightly lighter color as well from this colorway. I've got class on Monday. I've got class on Tuesday. I have got class on Wednesday. And Thursday. Thursday, I also have that larger assignment due, so I'm going to put that in first because it takes precedent. And then we're gonna put in the class underneath that. Okay, I think I'm actually going to Thursday. Oh, Thursday I also have my graduation photos. Okay, so I'll mark the due date, and then for the graduation photos, maybe I'll use that. How do I want to structure this now? I'm gonna use this lighter blue. Will that fit there? Yeah, it will. I kind of want it to go on top though. Let's see if we can pull these up. I think I'm gonna actually leave the due date up there because technically I'll have to finish it before my graduation appointment because I won't have time to do it by the time I get home. So we'll leave them stacked up like that, I guess. And then on Friday, I have the YouTube video going live. It's also YouTube prep day. And then I have a quiz due on that day as well. So I'm gonna use a square for the quiz. And then I'll do a circle for prep day. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm just working both of those days like normal. And I think we're going to use, let's do a circle for that. I'm gonna use the brighter color and I am closing. So I'm gonna put it towards the bottom of the day. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some other icons and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I also forgot to mark yoga on Wednesday. So let's do that first. I'm gonna use an icon from the planner spot and just mark that in there like that. Let's place down the stickers for lecture. So it's these teardrops. And then for graduation photos, which I said, yeah, that's on Thursday. I'm going to use this little zoom icon that I have. It's a camera. It's from the planner spot, but I thought it'd be perfect for marking photos. And then for the assignments, I'm going to use the school assignment icon from the planner spot, which I just checked, and she doesn't have this icon anymore. I was just about to order a couple more sheets of it, but she doesn't make it. There's like a different version of it, but I will say I do prefer this version, so that kind of sucks. I didn't know she was revamping that sheet. These ones are a little small, so I just grabbed the larger size. I'm going to stick that on the squares. This is really large. There's just a lot of extra space around the circle. I'm just going to snip it off with my scissors. Okay. And then, yeah, on Friday, I've got that quiz due. And Friday is YouTube prep day. What do I want to use to mark that? I'm thinking the stickers from Papery Planning, maybe the editing ones. I really like those ones. And I don't think I've used those ones in a little while. So let's do that. And then lastly, I just need an icon for work. Okay, so for work, I'm just going to use these little reminder icons, and I'm going to use the clock. And then I'll just write work and then the shift beside it. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and fill in the week, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back. I just finished doing all the writing. I'm still not sure about this pen. I really like the way that it looks on this half of the page. I get control out of it. My writing is quite uniform. But when I go to write on this half of the page, I guess because of the way my hand is positioned and humped over this like this section here, my writing gets all wonky. So I may be switching back to my gel pen for in my planner and just keeping this for my journal. I'm not sure. I'm trying to stick through it because I feel like eventually I'll like it. And it's with practice, but I'm just not sure. Anyway, this is how the spread came out. I do think that if some of these spots don't get filled in as normal, I'll go in and add some little deco pieces. But because I'm just not sure how much I'm going to have to fill in, like things pop up all the time, I don't want to add those in and then not have space, as opposed to add them in once I've used up all the space I know I'm for sure going to use. So yeah, I'm going to keep this page off to the side. Of course, I'll share my finished spread with you guys on Instagram if you're curious. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Before you head out, please take a second to like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.